Hello Year 2, and it's Mr. Mellon here for your geography lesson today. So our learning intention today is to use maps and research to describe UK areas and its surrounding seas. So we're going to be looking at the UK, we're going to be looking at it on a map, and we're going to be looking for the oceans around the UK, and we're also going to be looking at different areas within the UK, particularly in England where we live. So steps to success, I can name and locate the seas and oceans surrounding the UK, so that's what we're going to do first. Then we're going to use maps and atlases to identify studied regions. So a region is a particular area of a country like England, and we're going to be looking at what regions are a little bit later. And the last one says I can describe the location of a place using words such as city or town name or the region. So again, we're going to be looking at regions and thinking about towns and cities within those regions as well. Okay, your first activity on your sheet is activity 1. Name 3 seas or oceans that are around the United Kingdom, or the UK for short. So obviously the oceans and seas are going to be in blue. Can you see any names of any oceans or seas around the UK? I found the North Atlantic Ocean. So that's one of the oceans and seas around the UK. So let's go back to activity 1. I'm going to write into the box North Atlantic Ocean. Ocean. Now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to have a look at the map, pause the video, and then see if you can find 2 more oceans or seas. Hit play when you're ready. Okay, did you manage to find the oceans and seas? We've got the North Sea over here. And we also have the Irish Sea, which is between Ireland and England and Wales. You might also have found the channels as well, like the St George's Channel and the Bristol Channel. Now the channels are a bit too small to count as oceans or seas, so we're not going to count those. Those aren't oceans or seas. The channels are a bit smaller and a bit more narrow. So we've got the Irish Sea and the North Sea, so I'm going to add those to my sheet. North Sea, Irish Sea. Excellent. Right, let's move on to activity 2. Let's see what we have to do next. So activity 2 should look like this. You've got a list of towns or cities like Maidstone, Chelmsford, Exeter, Carlisle, Norwich and Chester. I've also got some boxes to fill in. We need to find out what county each town is in. A county is a collection of towns or cities, like Kent. We're in Cuxton, and Cuxton is in the county Kent. And we're also going to find the region, which is the big part of England where that county would be. So let's take a look at the first one. The first town on our list is Maidstone. So we're going to have a look at a map of England, and we're going to try and find what county Maidstone is in, and then what region, what part of England it's in. So let me get the map and then see if you can find Maidstone. Did you find it? It's just here, Maidstone, and in green it says Kent. So the green words tell us what county these towns are in. So Maidstone is in Kent. So I'm going to write for my county, Kent. Now we need to have a look at the region. So what part of England is it in? You can see I've drawn coloured lines around each region to try and make it a bit easier to spot where they are. So right in the bottom, in the left, I have a blue outline, and this part of England is called the southwest of England. You'd find places like Cornwall or Devon in the southwest of England. Southwest. Next to the southwest is where we are. We're in the southeast of England. So places like Kent, Surrey, Hampshire, Oxfordshire, even London are part of the south east. So I'm going to write next to this line, south east. Okay, and above the southeast we have places like Suffolk, Norfolk, Essex, and these are in the east of England. So they're a bit further up from the southeast. And then you can probably see that pink line just above the east. Above the east of England we have another region, and that region is between the north and the south. So I'm going to draw a nice straight line next to that area, next to that region. And this region is called the East Midlands. They call it Midlands because it's the Middlelands, the Middlelands. It's in the middle between the south and the north. Now above the East Midlands we're heading up into the north now. We're not right at the top, furthest north, but we are in Yorkshire. So above the East Midlands is Yorkshire. And above Yorkshire, we have the furthest northern point of England, and that's called the North East. North East. Now next to the northeast is still up in the north, but we call this part, this region, the north, did you guess it? The northwest. So this region is called the northwest. Places like Cumbria, Lancashire and Cheshire and Greater Manchester are in the northwest. Under the northwest we have Wales, which isn't part of England, but next to Wales is another region of England which is called West Midlands, which is also next to the East Midlands. So these are our regions of England. Which region is Kent in? That's right, it's in the south east. So the region would be the south east. So I'd like you to have a look at the map again, pause the video and then see if you can find out the counties, the green words, what these places are from, and what region they're in. Once you're ready, hit play. Okay, so hopefully by now you'll have filled in your sheet with the counties, which were in green, and also the regions. So let's have a look. Can we find the next town that was on our sheet? The next town is Chelmsford. Did you find where Chelmsford was? Did you spot it? Oh, what happened there? There we go. Did you find Chelmsford? It's quite close to the southeast. Oops. Can you see it on the map? There it is, Chelmsford, and it's in Essex. And Essex is in the east of England. So the county for Chelmsford is going to be Essex. And the region is East. The east of England. Now we're looking for Exeter. Did you find Exeter? Yeah, it's in this corner down here. It's in Devon. That's the county. And the region was the southwest. So the county is Devon, and Devon is in the southwest. Right, Carlisle. I wonder if you managed to find Carlisle. I've actually already highlighted it, I think by mistake. That's right, it's in a county called Cumbria. So Carlisle is in Cumbria. And Cumbria is in the northwest of England. There we go. Now we're looking for Norwich. Norwich. Let's see if we can find Norwich on the map. Did you find it? Yeah, it's just there. Can you see it? There, and it's in Norfolk. And Norfolk is in the east of England. So Norwich is in Norfolk, that's the county, and Norfolk is in the east of England, that's the region. I always used to call it Norwich when I was younger. Right, now we're looking for Chester. Did you find Chester? That was a tricky one. There it is, hiding away. So it's in Cheshire, and Cheshire is in the northwest. So the county for Chester is going to be Cheshire, and the region is for northwest. Well done, you two. That was tricky. Okay, we have one activity left, and that's activity 3. So let's take a look at activity 3 on our sheet. Write a list of towns and cities that are in Kent. So you might not need the map for this, you might have been to different towns in Kent already. I'd like you to try and write a list of your own towns. You could start off with Strood and see if you can carry that list on. So pause the video, write a list of towns that are in Kent, and then hit play when you're ready. Okay, so hopefully you've written your list of towns. If you got a bit stuck, I'm trying to think of some other towns. We've got a comma because it's a list. Chatham, then another comma. You could have Canterbury, then another comma. Could have a bit further afield, Sittingbourne, which is actually closer than Canterbury, but it's quite far from Medway. So we've got Sittingbourne. Any others you can think of? And Rochester. Well done today, year 2. Very impressed, and I can't wait to see your work. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.